What's up, guys? Yes, welcome to a really wild game. Um, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the FTX Crypto Cup final day, final round, and Armageddon match between Magnus Carlsen and Wesley. So yeah, you guys saw that game, right? Yep, it's the finals, and the first game was won by Magnus, and the second game was retaliated by Wesley, and the next two games were drawn. So pretty much first game is drawn. This game, who wins this will win the FTX Crypto Final Cup. Yeah, and Magnus has 5 minutes on the clock, and if he wins this, he pretty much wins the FTX Crypto Cup. And Wesley so has 4 minutes on the clock, and if he draws it, it's considered as a win for him. Yeah, now we have E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6. We have Bishop C4. Now we have Knight F6. Wesley could play Bishop C5, but Magnus would just play the Evans Gambit, and it's a very important game, so he didn't try it. So he just played Knight F6. Now we have D3, and now we have Bishop C5, and now we have castles by Magnus, and we have C3, and now we have no. Actually, Wesley played H6, not C3. Sorry about that. Now Magnus plays C3, and now Wesley just castles. And B4, bishop back to B6, and now we have A4. Now Wesley's bishop will be trapped in the next move, so he makes room for the bishop with A6, and now we have knight BD2. Now maybe with ideas of shifting the rook here, so you can get the knight here. It can go here maybe. It can come here or here. It will be a very good rook there. I mean knight there. So we have D6, and now we have rook E1, and now we have knight E7, um, D4. Now we have E captures. Actually, I forgot to tell one thing. And in some games, bishop, let's say bishop e6 were played, but now Magnus plays d4, and it's as of move 11 that we have a completely new game. Wesley trades in the center once, and now he just plays d5. And now Magnus just took a second for thinking the next move, and he played e5. Now the knight is under attack. If you take the bishop, your knight falls with another knight under attack. So yeah, that's the plan. And so we have knight h5, and now Magnus plays bishop f1. Now it looks like a bit of a passive square for the bishop, but it's a very good piece, and it was very useful in the other games. So Magnus just saves it, and it's used as a defensive piece only for now. It can easily enter the game like that. So now we have knight f4, knight b3, and knight eg6, as the knight was under attack. So he just defends it. Now we have a5, kicking away the bishop. So we have bishop a7, and now we have bishop captures. We have knight captures, and now we have queen d2, attacking the knight with tempo, developing the queen and connecting the rooks as well. So we have knight g6, knight c5, and we have bishop d3. We have f6, now bishop d3, and now we have f5. Not f5 actually, it's f4. No, d3, and we have f5, and now we have bishop c2 and rook e8, just adding an attacker to this pawn. Now we have g3, and now we have bishop captures, and now we have b captures, and now bishop e6. Now trying to get the bishop into the game. So we have rook a b1. Now adding an attacker to the b pawn. So Wesley defends it. Magnus plays rook e3. Now shifting over the knight to the queen side with tempo, attacking the pawn on uh, b5. So Wesley plays e7. And Magnus plays rook e b3 as planned. Now Wesley could try to defend the pawn with the bishop, but the bishop would be totally cut off from the game, and so would the queen, as the queen wouldn't have nowhere to go. So Wesley decides to bring in the queen. Instead of cutting off two pieces from the game, he just cuts off one piece. And now we have knight h4 and rook f8, and now we have knight g2. So this square is defended twice, so Wesley can never push it. So we have bishop d7, h4. Magnus made this amazing stone wall. I can say three pawn stone wall. Now we have bishop a4, finally getting the bishop into the game. Now Magnus had other plans, so he just plays rook 3b2. Now Wesley trades. We have captures, and now we have knight to c6. Now we have queen c3. Now defending the pawn as it was under attack. So g5 by Wesley. Oh, sorry, that's not g5. g5 by Wesley. Magnus just trades off in the center, and now he pushes f4. Not allowing Wesley to push f4 himself. So we have king g7. Wesley got to know Magnus's idea, as if you captured over here, Magnus would capture this like this, and he would just get his rook over here into some action, and now he would just get his queen, and the queen would join the action as well. So Wesley played g7. Now with ideas of this, now the rook can't get into action, as Wesley's rook just covers the h file. Now we have king f2. Now we have rook h8 as planned. We have f captures, rook h2. Now pinning the knight, and Magnus just gives up one pawn with queen f3. And now Wesley captures, as he didn't have any other good move, and Magnus captures as well. And now if you notice, this pawn is attacked thrice. So Wesley just cuts off one attacker with knight to c6. Now we have just e6, as the pawn was under attack. Now we have queen d8, offering a queen trade. And now Magnus accepts it, but in his own terms. He just plays queen d7 check. And now Wesley has to capture it, otherwise Magnus would just attack this file, this pawns, and it would just destroy the structure. So now Wesley captures, and now we just have rook d8 going after that pawn, and it can't promote as of yet. So Magnus plays rook d2, and Wesley plays knight e5. Now it's totally winning for Magnus. He plays rook captures, and now we have king g6. Now we have rook captures. And it was in this position on move 44 that Wesley so resigned the game. As let's say if you play something silly, um, like pushing up your pawn, then Magnus would just play this. And if you, let's say if you decline it, then Magnus would capture it himself, and the pawn is still defended, so you can't capture it. Let's say you play something like that, guarding the queening square. Magnus would just push it. Now you have to capture it, and now it's two rooks versus one rook. So of course Wesley wouldn't win the game, so he saw that and he just resigned the game. So a really good game from Magnus Carlsen there. He won the FTX Crypto Cup. So I'm very happy for that. And yeah, peace out.